Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo guys, perkenalkan nama aku Alya Hasna Firdaus dan di samping aku ada Silvia Syifa. Kita dari kelas 3B.
Di sini kita akan membahas 28 skill yang telah kita pelajari di mata kuliah Advanced Listening.
Skill number 1, focus on the last line. You need to focus on the last line of the conversation because in the last line of the dialogues probably contains the answer to the question. Be ready to focus on the last line of the dialogues because it probably contains the answer. Repeat the last line in your mind as you read through the answer in the text. The first question in exercise 1 is, can you tell me if today's matinee is a comedy, romance, or western? And the woman said, I have no idea. And the narrator said, what does the woman mean? The answer is D. She does not know, because if you can see, we focuses on the last line of the conversation, which is I have no idea, and that means she don't know. And the second question is, was anyone at home at Barb's house when you went her there to deliver the package? The man said, I rang the bell but no one answered. What does the man imply? The right answer for question number 2 is B. The house was probably empty because you can see I rang the bell but no one answered. That means there's no one in the house. Skill number 2. Choose answer with synonyms. Often the correct answer is a short dialect is an answer that contains synonyms or words with similar meanings but different sounds for key in this conversation. And for the example, the synonym of started working as a began a new job. Okay, in the exercise 2, the question number 1 is, did you see the manager about the job in the bookstore? The man said yes, and I also had to fill out an application. What does the man mean? The answer for this question is D. It was necessary to complete a form because we use a skill number 2, which is choose answer with synonyms, and I also had to fill out an application, which means it was necessary to complete a form. And the question number 2, we're planning to leave for the trip at about 2 o'clock. The woman said, couldn't we leave before noon? What does the woman ask? The correct answer for number 2 is B. If it is possible to go by 12 o'clock. Because it's the one that's similar with the conversation. Skill number 3 is avoid similar sounds. Often the incorrect answers in the short dialogues are answers that contains words with similar sounds but very different meanings from what you hear on the recording. You should definitely avoid this answer. For example, the words apartment and department sound the same but not the correct answer. This exercise number 3, the question for number 1, I heard that Sally just moved into a new big house near the beach. The man said, but Sally doesn't have a cent. What does the man mean? The correct answer for number 1 is C. Sally has no money. Because if you can use the skill number 3, avoid similar sounds like cent money and cent giving. It's totally different thing. So you need to focuses and with the listening. And number 2, did they get the new car they wanted? The man said no, they lacked the money. What does the man mean? The answer for this question is D. They didn't have enough money to buy another car because it says that lacked is not enough. Skill number 4, draw conclusions about who, what, where. In this type of question, the answer is not clearly stated. Instead, you must draw a conclusion based on clues given in the dialogues. In this exercise 4, the first question is, I'd like to deposit this check in my account, please. The woman said, would you like any cash back? Who is the woman? In this question, you need to conclude from the conversation about the question. Who is the woman? And the answer for this question is B, a bank teller, because you can see he wants to deposit his check to his account, so she must be a bank teller. And the question number 2 is, have you deposited your paycheck yet? The man said no, but that's next on my list of errands. What will the man probably do next? The right answer for this question is C, go to a bank, because I conclude that this is she want to deposit her paycheck, so she must go to the bank.